Andhadhun is director Sriram Raghavan's fifth and most successful film, both in terms of box office and critical acclaim. The feature managed to bank a box office collection of 327 crores worldwide, thus managing to achieve high standards of mass appeal and craft. What I enjoyed most about the film, and I'm sure many others did too, was the incredible plot of the movie. Andhadhun renders the backrest of your seat useless, keeping you at the edge of your seat. In this video essay, we look at how Raghavan and his four other credited writers managed to enthrall us with this story. Andhadhun's two strongest elements are its plot and characters. The blind, not blind Akash, femme fatale Simi, the corrupt doctor, the corrupt cop, the corrupt auto driver, you get the drift. Every film has a universe and a set of rules it adheres by, where there is a certain cohesive expectation of traits. These can be dialogues, set designs, and even physics. In this case, Andhadhun paints a very grey picture of the world its characters live in, where almost everyone lies and deceives for their own personal benefit. Except Radhika Apte, she's a cutie.
ये invisible tension मुझे सूट नहीं करता. Pimples आ जाते हैं मुझे.
A common trait amongst characters is a strong sense of personal preservation. These characters aren't saving the world or figuring out who the killer is. They are just deceptive people looking out for their best interest to evade the situation they are in. However, despite this being a constant among the characters, they are grossly different and we empathize with each one of them on differing degrees. And this is because the characters are individualized in their motive and method. To illustrate this point, let us look at three different characters and differentiate them based on motive and method. Now the three characters in question are Akash, Simi, and Dr. Swami. Akash's motive for pretending to be blind is to get in touch with his artistic side to eventually live out his dreams as a piano player in London. He doesn't like confrontation and would never harm anyone. Dr. Swami is more straightforward. He has no moral compass and merely chooses any path that would lead to the greatest monetary benefit. He is introduced as a man who wants to harvest not one but both of Akash's kidneys. Then, as he sees it as more profitable to blackmail the cop, he attempts that, and finally, he abandons all these plans to harvest Simi's liver for an exorbitant amount. The doctor has no sense of morality, viewing everything objectively and from a utilitarian point of view.
What is life? It depends on liver.
And finally, we have Simi, who is ready to go to any extent to save her skin, even killing an old woman. Yet, a lot of us in the audience still root for her. This is mostly because she sees herself as a victim of unfortunate events and not as the perpetrator. It wasn't her fault Pramod came home unexpectedly, it wasn't her fault Manohar left his pistol out, and nor was it her fault Mrs. Disa was a witness to her crime. So everything she does, at least in her eyes, is justified, and we empathize with this. Now that we have a better understanding of the character dynamics, we look at how the characters present their traits, and that is done through the plot. Andhadhun is a feature-length adaptation of the French short film The Piano Tuner. I highly recommend watching this, by the way. In the film, we explore the consequences of a simple white lie that prove to be more drastic as the situations progress. Andhadhun's genius in terms of plot is how it manages to constantly put characters in moments of danger convincingly. It's a cycle of being in a safe place, realization of danger, and motion to escape that danger. It's through these cyclic ups and downs, characters are able to act based on their specific behaviors. For example, if you look at the funeral scene, the possibility of everyone getting away scot-free is highest. Simi believes no one suspects her, and Akash hopes he's convinced her that he truly is blind and has no idea about the murder. However, with Mrs. Disa's new information, this stability is disrupted. Later on, we see the same disruption when Simi goes to Akash's house. After a hasty negotiation, just when they're about to come to a conclusion, disaster presents itself. It's this repeated pattern that we see throughout the movie, which we assimilate as a constant or something to be expected of in this universe. Therefore, even when the story takes a wild turn to the Organ Mafia plot point, after Akash is supposedly rescued by the auto driver, we are able to accept this as plausible. Through the coherence of character design and the consistent playing out of over-the-top dire situations, Andhadhun manages to construct a corrupted, dark world that truly captivates our attention.